Hey guys, this is Taylor from Team Aqua. I don't really have a cool nickname, so I guess this is the best I can do because I'm not really that original. Um, this is a triple battle against Nambiri, a guy from Team Aqua. I battled him before, and he's always been really good. He's a really good battler. Um, I've only done singles with him though, so this is the first time I've ever done a triple with him. Um, I usually run this team in singles, and it's actually pretty consistent in singles. It's kind of walled by a few Pokemon like Heatran and Gliscor, but also um, I've run it in triples, and it's actually performed really well in triples lately. So I'm trying to get better with triples so I can actually have a really good team and maybe get some practice in. Battle starts out, he's taken Conkeldurr up into the sky to play with him, I suppose. Um, I take out his Clefable just so it doesn't have time to set up and maybe completely wall my team, which sucks because I've had that happen before and it's just the worst possible thing in the world and it's so fucking annoying. He uses Shell Smash on Cloyster. I predicted a white herb, so I didn't really deal with it. I didn't Mach Punch it like I should have to break the sash, which I pay for later on. I set up the Reflect so I can get the defense boost so I don't have to worry about getting raped by that Cloyster. I was going to U-turn out on that Celebi, but I forgot that Cloyster just happened to Shell Smash, and so he's faster than me, and he takes out my Infernape, leaving just Cresselia there by herself. He drops Conkeldurr, and luckily I set up the Reflect, so it doesn't take significant amount of damage, and it's able to heal off from it later on. He can take maybe 2 more hits from that, and I try to get off a Stone Edge, but I have the absolute worst luck. And so Stone Edge misses, and I finally set up the entire pivotal point of my battle, which is Trick Room, which is what this team functions off of, because it's a bunch of slow, bulky sweepers. I send in the greatest battler I've ever had in my entire life, Escavalier. He is just so amazing in so many ways. He can take hits from like crazy. He can 2-hit a Zapdos. Things like that. It's just ridiculous. I try to get off the Stone Edge again from Conkeldurr, but I miss again because Conkeldurr just sucks at everything in this goddamn planet. Luckily I get the Ice Beam off on him though, so he's only down to half. I do not predict the Hidden Power Fire at all. And so once the Hidden Power Fire hits me, I'm just completely shocked and pissed off because I was getting ready to just destroy his team with Lancelot, but it doesn't work. I don't attack his Wobbuffet because I just know that thing's a bitch, and I'm not really ready to face something like that one-on-one. Look, he encored me, but I run a Mental Herb on this Cresselia just so I can ensure a Trick Room. And so I try to get rid of Cloyster. Ice Beam it. I know it's just a little bitch move, but he only had 1 HP. It's not really that big of a deal. I was going to use Air Slash on him, but nothing to hit. Conkeldurr's dropped again, and he takes another hit. Luckily, Reflect is up, so he's able to tank that hit and still stay in the game. I go for the Stone Edge once more this next turn. And he sends out his Celebi again. I luckily get the Stone Edge, and it hits this time, which is amazing because I don't see how it missed twice in a row, which is bullshit. So I finally take out his Tornadus, get rid of that piece of shit. I use Ice Beam on Celebi, trying to just take it out. I predicted the Perish Song on Celebi, due to the Wobbuffet Celebi combo he's got going on, and so just completely screwed my team over. So I tried to get the flinch, and also just try to take him out with Air Slash. I get the flinch, so no Perish Song. Conkeldurr's still in the game. Cresselia is still in the game, leading the team, and Togekiss is over there just being a little bitch. He sends in... Oh, my Reflect wears off, which I'm kind of worried about now. He sends in Exploud, and Trick Room's still up, so I know I'm faster. And I'm guessing he ran a bulky Exploud because I get fully healed off this Drain Punch. So I get fully healed. Conkeldurr's back in the game. I Ice Beam off his Celebi to finish it off. And that's the end of Celebi. Fuck, I don't even know what I'm saying now. Use Air Slash. It hits Wobbuffet, and luckily he gets the flinch, so like he can't Mirror Coat and possibly rape my Cresselia or my Togekiss. Trick Room's back up, and I know he only has one Pokemon left, so I Thunder Wave it just so I can maybe get a Parahax later on, which will prevent maybe a Mirror Coat or counter from destroying one of my Pokemon. I Ice Beam him with Cresselia, and Conkeldurr can't really do anything because he can't switch out due to Shadow Tag, and he can't attack him because it's on the other side of the battle. So Conkeldurr just chills over there and keeps bulking up for the next 2 minutes of the battle. Togekiss uses Air Slash. I'm hoping just to flinch hacks him to death, which I usually do at the end of a battle. I keep Ice Beaming, which pretty much does absolutely nothing, which is stupid. And Conkeldurr goes and just bulks up once more. Not really contributing much to the team at the moment. Little bitch. Carrying his own weight. Cresselia takes the Mirror Coat from the Ice Beam since it's attacked last. I go for another Air Slash Ice Beam. Kind of just downhill from here. He's pretty much done. That's the end of this battle, pretty much. And nothing he can really do to come back. Wobbuffet's left with the sliver of health, which just prolongs this endless stall fest. And it's annoying as hell. Luckily, I get the flinch, so he's not gonna take out my Cresselia. And finally, Togekiss finishes it off with another Air Slash. And that will be the end of Wobbuffet, and that will be the end of Nambiri. So yeah. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and see you later.